What up, and welcome to the Anything Anime podcast. Now, to whoever still subscribed to this channel, we're not doing reactions no more. The YouTube is getting us up out of there. The reactions and all that, just working around everything is that ain't it.
Yeah, it's not fun working around copyright. We tried, but we just learned that it's really not worth it. We enjoy reactions and stuff, and I see you guys do too, but I think it's better for us to, and we, talked it over and decided that it was better for us to just start a podcast where we can talk freely and not have to worry about copyright and stuff and worry about our channel getting taken down. So, I'm nervous. This is our first time having a podcast, but we're excited for it,
Yeah. And I think the last time we uploaded on this channel, and this is for just anybody who was on the channel before. For anybody that's new, welcome to the channel. Nice to meet you.
Yes, and for the people that been here and is still here, I don't know why, but I appreciate you for still being here. I appreciate the dedication. But yeah, welcome to the new people that do happen to find us. But before, our content was completely different.
Yeah. Like we said, that YouTube working around stuff, and it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just it kind of got frustrating at a point, which is probably why we stopped uploading on this channel as much. The last time we uploaded was like what, a year ago?
Yeah, it's been a while, probably almost 2.
I don't know about 2. 2 is crazy.
I don't know. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
However long it's been a long time. So.
Yeah. And then we actually, for anybody that doesn't know, we actually here in the flesh together. Yes. Last time when we were doing videos, they were over like Discord and stuff like that. And now we actually have the quality to do the podcast in person.
Exactly. Because if you think lighting is hard to set up and stuff now, when we were not together, it was very difficult. Like, I don't know if y'all remember it, whoever is still here, but the different lighting and stuff and the different quality, we was doing our best.
It wasn't it. But I'm just kind of glad that we are going to like this kind of approach. We talk about anime all the time regardless. So why not just have more of a free roaming kind of content base, I guess? Yeah. I never really done a podcast before. I've done like a few podcast episodes, but not one where we fully commit to like working and continuously uploading on across multiple platforms. So I'm kind of excited to get this up and running. We talked about it in length for a long time now, so if y'all are a bit confused, again, we apologize. It's YouTube, we love YouTube, but
y'all be on something. I'm sorry if y'all were here before and y'all don't really care for podcasts, but we go try to keep some things the same. We go try to make it cool for everybody if you don't like long form content. So just stay tuned for that. We'll do our best.
We're gonna be posting on TikTok, Shorts, Instagram, so make sure y'all follow the socials. Will be down in the description.
Exactly, got all the same name, Little trademark.
But everything we're coming at it with a new and a different approach. So I'm really excited to get this up and going. And as y'all could tell by the name of the channel, we're talking Anything Anime.
Oh, that was cringe. But yes, even though did I come up with the name?
I think it was because we were at first we were gonna go with like the anime duo, which is kind of corny.
Yeah, that's corny. Cringe. I'm sorry.
But then we came to the idea of Anything Anime. I think you did come up with it though. That sickness still getting to you, huh? It's cold as heck here in Michigan.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got the Tachi cough. Just ignore that. I got a little Tachi sickness in me. But I think we were talking about the name, and I was like, why not just. We not gonna be talking about anything but anime, so
anything anime.
Yeah, it's not the most unique because I'm not good with names, but like
and as y'all can see in the background, if y'all watching, do digital. It's all digital. What am I talking about? Do video. If you're watching, we got the little logo in the background.
Yeah, we try to be a little.
Yeah, we try to be cool.
Spazzy.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of get our branding down. But you were just saying if we talk about anything anime, so you might as well have that be the name of it. And I think it's a pretty cool name. I
think it's cool. I think it gets the.
Yeah, that cough getting to you.
Sorry, I'm trying not to cough, but I think it gets the point across. I do like the logo. You know, shout out to you. You know, little creative that made it. I definitely can't wait to really branch out with our brand. I think we can do a lot with it, even though it's something simple. You know, I don't think it's hard to remember complex stuff. So I'm glad ours is very straight to the point and simple.
And then like the name's not too complicated. Yeah, I feel like if you see the logo, it's not too complicated either. Right, and it's only just like the opening, you know. It's just like the beginning, beginning stages.
I enjoy it a lot, and I think you did a really good job with the start of it.
I appreciate that. You know, I try.
No problem. Even though I started the name, you know, I really came up with everything. But I'm glad that I got somebody to follow out my plan.
All right, we're not doing that right now. We're not doing that.
I'm glad.
But as y'all could tell, we go talk anything anime. We kind of want this just to be like more of an interactive kind of thing. So if y'all want to tune in and give y'all takes on anything, we kind of want this to be like interactive. And you know, I've been watching a lot of podcasts, which is kind of why I brought this idea up to begin with. I'm watching like a lot of podcasts, so I don't really see that many anime podcasts like that. Like there are a few that are really clean. Shouts out to the ones that we actually watch. Otaku Anonymous, that podcast, the Storm Is it the Storm podcast or is it I think it's the Storm podcast. Shout out to them.
I think so. I'm bad at names, but they were a big inspiration for us.
So
even RDC with their back and forth, it's not a podcast, but we like the idea of just talking about anime back and forth in a casual way. So I think that was really where it stemmed from with us wanting to do this, you know? So.
Just being another avenue to talk about anime. We know a lot of our takes are going to get slammed. It is what it is. It's just anime. You know what I mean?
I feel like yours would be better than mine. Mine's going to get ridiculed.
She always got the hot takes. I
don't be trying to disagree with nobody. I just feel like people don't want to say what the truth really is about certain characters in certain anime. But you know, I ain't even gonna get into. I was gonna say One Punch Man, but I ain't gonna throw that out yet because I don't want y'all to.
We got a certain section for her and her hot takes. We gonna get to that towards the. We gonna get into that with the podcast. But
should I share my first one?
Nah, we gonna say that. That gotta be like a little build up for everybody, you know, listening. And what is her hot take? Now they know that there's a hot take that you have. Now they gotta watch to hear the hot take. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but I ain't gonna say right now. But like in this one, or should I wait? Because I don't want y'all to leave already.
Nah, we gonna save it. We gonna save it.
Okay.
I mean, if it's a hot take for every episode,
I'm not controversial.
You here to start a dialogue.
No, I'm not. I swear I'm not here to just disagree with people.
We gonna have to see.
I'm not.
Hey man, she told me some of her takes. Yikes.
Okay, whatever. It's not even that bad.
As you can tell by the title of the podcast, we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan today. But there are a few things I wanted to talk about before Attack on Titan. Yes. You know, Attack on Titan just ended like a few weeks ago. We're kind of late to the party, but we love Attack on Titan. We wanted to talk about it. But before we get into that, there's something that's been lingering on my mind for quite some time now. I see it every app I go on, whether it be Twitter, whether it be Instagram, TikTok.
What is it?
What's up with these Jujutsu Kaisen Simps? You're one of them. Don't try to deny. Don't try to deny.
I didn't even say
the only reason I brought it up was to get a first-hand understanding of what the lore of Jujutsu Kaisen and why everybody simp over these characters.
Well, first of all, okay, I actually enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen. I think we all do. It's really heating up right now. I actually really like it a lot. But I like the character design too. Now, I didn't say I liked any character, and I'm not simping over nobody. I just think some of them are well designed. Like, you know, is his name? I don't think it's Ghetto. I think
it's Gato. Yeah,
Gato. I think he's well designed. Nanami. I think that's his name. The blonde hair one. Well designed, and that's okay. And some people like Gojo because he looks cool.
Some people like Gojo. Every time I go on social media, there's Gojo fan cams. You know how crazy that is?
You know they dedicated the Usher song Daddy's Home to him? But I think that's just to showcase his character. No, because he take care of Megami like that's his son. So they see him as a father figure. So I don't think that the Jujutsu fangirls, quote unquote, or simps should get so much slander.
I don't think I've ever seen an anime with this many simps to them. I like in any anime. Name another anime that could possibly have that many. Like, what is there? I cannot think of one.
You don't watch enough anime. Like, it's clearly people that simp and like get real fluffy over certain characters. You know, romance anime. I wouldn't know about it. I don't like romance anime. You would know more than me. But we not gonna get into that today, I guess.
Like, okay, I understand that there's fans for every anime, of course. And there's going to be those people who make those fan cams and stuff. Yeah. But as prevalent as Jujutsu Kaisen, I don't think I've ever seen across a whole social media. Like, that's crazy.
They like his character design. I mean, are you a Gojo hater?
I don't have anything against Gojo. Gojo clean as heck, but I know you see the videos on TikTok.
I've seen the videos and I did not like any of them. So I barely know what he's talking about.
Okay, so now we just capping on the first episode and then we just capping now?
And we have a group, we have a TikTok. You guys should follow it down below. So we shared an account together. I don't know how they end up on the timeline because I don't like them. So I don't know where they be coming from. I think people just really like Jujutsu. So that's great. I think that's good, honestly. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know, but Nanami, yeah. I don't know about Gojo, but Nanami is a good character design.
Okay. But moving along from the simps of Jujutsu Kaisen, I do want to talk a little bit about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
Probably one of the better anime that I can personally say I've watched this year. It's really starting to heat up. The last 2 episodes were crazy. A lot of social media, controversy about the animation of the episode and, everything that's been happening with Mappa and all that stuff. I don't personally have a problem with how the last 2 episodes. I think the last 2 episodes were crazy as heck.
I think they look great. Like, I feel like it's like Chainsaw Man, but with a better plot. And I'm not saying nothing about Chainsaw Man to the Chainsaw Man lovers. Calm down. I'm just saying that it reminds me of Chainsaw Man and how cool and different the animation was on crazy scenes. Like, it's getting like that, and I think it looks really nice. It's very eye-catching because some anime can get boring and, certain fights could be pretty lame. But I enjoy Jujutsu a lot. As far as the workers and stuff go, I do feel bad for them, and I feel like Mappa is selling because I feel like they have enough money and resources to get workers. So for them to overwork people is kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
Like, y'all can't get different people to rotate out. I do understand they had a big year this year because they have Vinland Saga and Attack on Titan. But that's how you get different people. Like, I'm not understanding why they got all the same people working on,
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily like the same teams working on the same anime.
That's true.
I do agree with what you're saying. Like, with the whole them actually having money and being able to actually, get more animators to work on, because like from what I've heard, people are sleeping in the offices and stuff like that, and like the work environments are very stressful and stuff like that.
The hours are crazy,
and I can only imagine. Like, we started watching Zom 100.
Yes,
that's the perfect example of, and it's crazy because we were like just looking at the Mappa stuff, and then we just decided to watch Zom 100, and I can only imagine some of those people feeling that way.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sad.
Yeah.
And I wonder how some of the people that worked on that show like actually experienced that themselves in different companies. That's actually a very interesting anime and a very interesting like metaphor and comparison for it. It's actually pretty sad though. I feel bad for workers, not even Mappa workers, but workers in general that have to go through that because that become their life. You can't just, some people be like, oh, well, just quit and do something else. It's easier said than done.
Mappa and the work conditions aside, Jujutsu Kaisen has been fire. Like I mentioned, the last 2 episodes, again, a look at Sukuna. That man a threat. I'm not gonna lie. And then with everything, if you haven't watched Jujutsu, spoiler warning. We want to give spoiler warnings before we even get into anything.
Because I hate spoilers, and I hate when people be like, "Oh, and did you know that so and so died?" Like, at least let me know. So we gonna give y'all a little 5-second warning. Like, if you ain't watched the recent 2 episodes, watch it before you listen to this part, or just skip over it.
Yeah. But last 2 episodes we saw Sukuna and all the things that he did. They were crazy as heck for playing that song at the end of the episode where Itadori is sitting there just clawing his fingers out and then playing that song. That's crazy. That's some. I would feel. Crazy. Imagine it was the first ending.
Yeah.
Where they were dancing and everything. Imagine playing that over that.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie.
At first that went over my head. A lot of people were talking about it because I don't go to Twitter until after I'm done because I already know as soon as I go on Twitter I'm getting spoiled. And I just thought the show was ending. I ain't paying no attention to it. I was like, oh, okay. But people were saying that like that had to do with Sukuna and him being happy at what happened, and basically showing like the duality of emotions between Sukuna and Itadori. So I was like, that's cool if it's like that, but some people did not like that. I didn't pay no attention to it. I just thought, oh, the show ending, like it's just over. Like I didn't think it was nothing crazy. But I do enjoy Sukuna. I like villains, so.
And the thing is, like, I know you were talking about the duality.
Yes.
You know, Itadori, he kind of is. You know, when Sukuna, arises, he's trapped inside of his own mind, so he can't do it as much as. And we know Itadori is a good guy. We know he wants to, help people and
typical protagonist,
pretty much, if we're being completely honest. Just so seeing everything transpire and all these people that died and all the destruction that was around, and to see everything, you can't do anything about it. I kind of feel bad for Itadori in that sense, because like I would feel terrible if I couldn't do anything.
Exactly. It's like, and it's crazy how. Because I always wonder, like, when Sukuna take over, can Itadori see what's going on? But I guess when we saw, when he was back conscious, all the things just flash in his mind, like, at once. So imagine not even know what's, like, imagine just being asleep, and then you wake up, and then you just get flashed about everything that happened, and you did some messed up stuff. Like, that's traumatizing. So it's like he can't even do nothing. And it's sad because he's, like, he can potentially, like, kill everybody. And it's just nothing he could do until he find out how to control it. So I feel bad for him, honestly. And
then, Gojo being trapped. If Sukuna... And then even then, like, Gojo, we know, right, he's... if not the strong... Like, I don't know where the, like, who's stronger, him or Sukuna.
I don't know. I want to see.
Gojo's strong as heck.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he would have been able to... Because he would have been able to... at least stop some of what Sukuna was doing.
Definitely.
If he found out that Itadori wasn't in control anymore. So
yeah, I feel like that's why they had him watch him, right? Because I guess Gojo is the strongest guy in the show. One of the strongest, that is. I don't know his true, or we don't know his true potential because we don't watch or we don't read the manga. Manga readers, please don't spoil us. Like we'll get there. I know y'all be hyped because y'all know what's gonna happen, but let's not do that. But we know he's pretty strong, so I feel like he could do something, but it's convenient that he's locked up and he can't do nothing. I'm assuming it's for the plot. So hopefully when they do get him out, I don't know how they go do that. He at least teach Itadori how to control Sukuna more, or just permanently be around him, because Sukuna, he almost, didn't he like blow up a big portion of the city or something? So, I don't know how that's going to work.
Sukuna is not to be messed with. And then
I like him.
I like how we saw more of Sukuna and his power when he was fighting Jogo.
Yeah, Jogo.
Jogo, that man got done dirty.
He got washed.
Okay, we were talking about this, right?
Yes.
A more disrespectful, so I don't know if y'all know about Hunter x Hunter and Kurapika. I forgot the dude's name, but he took that dude out, buried him face first into the dirt, brought a shovel to the match. That, you know how disrespectful that is, to bring a shovel to the match knowing you go kill him?
That's crazy. I actually that's like one of my favorite Kurapika moments. I love Kurapika. But to bring a shovel to a fight because you know you're about to knock somebody off is crazy. Yes. But the fact that Sukuna just aimed at him and he saw the light.
He aimed and then he was in the afterlife. Like that is crazy. And then visited him in the afterlife to tell him he did a good job. You know how disrespectful that
He
is?
did a good job in what he should have did better in his life.
Like,
He
oh
said
my
GG's
gosh.
and left.
He said GG. He went to the afterlife to follow. Jogo was with his buddies.
Yeah.
He said GG's. You did a good job. You should be proud. And then left
But this
him.
is what I would have did if I were you.
Bro.
I would have did this, and I wouldn't have ended up like you. Basically,
That's so disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
Like,
and then left.
Like,
oh my gosh.
That's
At
so
least leave
disrespectful.
me. If you gonna kill me, leave me alone.
Yeah, let me be with my people, bro.
Don't come to my afterlife. I'm trying to have a moment with my people.
Exactly.
And that was crazy.
That's disrespectful.
That was disrespectful.
But
that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The shovel and digging him face down, that was bad. But coming into somebody's afterlife, just let him rest in peace.
And if there's any other like disrespectful fights that we have to see, let us know down in the comments or whatever. Don't spoil though.
Please don't spoil.
We gotta watch it for ourselves.
And for other people, like put a little spoiler warning in little brackets or something. Like, please be considerate.
Yeah. But just to fall back on that a little bit, we have not watched every anime. You know how much anime there is in this world.
Yes.
We watch shows before we even met each other. We've watched anime.
I watch more.
What?
I watch more than you, and that's okay.
I guess.
That's okay. You a Pokemon nerd, so you know more Pokemon than me. But okay. I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry.
Look here. But yeah. If we don't know or know about certain shows, or there's a show that you might know about that we haven't watched, feel free to leave any suggestions. I know we used to do this thing where we take a little form for anime suggestions that you guys may have for us. So you can leave those suggestions down in the little link in the description. I'm fumbling over my words, but any anime that you might have suggested for us. We're watching a few shows right now. We rewatched Code Geass not too long ago.
That's my favorite, one of my favorites.
Amazing show. And we're watching more anime than we've watched in the last year or so. So
yeah, I feel like this is a cool little year for anime. I mean, last year was cool too with Chainsaw Man and Spy Family, and I forgot what else was out last year.
Last year was actually really stacked. You had Chainsaw Man, Spy Family.
Dr. Stone came out this year, didn't it?
I think so.
I forgot.
You had Attack on Titan.
Oh, Attack on Titan,
yeah. Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah,
it was very
My
stacked.
Hero and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of popular.
I think Mob too. Mob last year.
Yeah, Mob was last year.
Last year was stacked.
It was these years gonna be stacked, but it's been very fun catching up on anime. You know, it's fun to watch anime with somebody. Like, it's cool to binge with yourself, but to watch it with somebody and discuss it is really fun. Like, we watching JoJo right now. You know, how you feel about JoJo so far?
You set me up for failure.
No, I'm not.
so far with JoJo, like, okay, there's no secret that JoJo is a popular anime. A lot of people like JoJo. Maybe we just got to give it some time to heat up. Right now, it's like, it's all right. It's not anything that's catching my eye, like, per se.
And you're canceled.
Okay. You set me up. But JoJo, like, so far, and I think I've always been drawn away from JoJo because of, like, the art style. I didn't necessarily like the art style and how dramatic it looked. The art style isn't as bad when you're watching it.
Yeah.
I could kind of get past the art style of it. I think picking up when you go to, like, Joseph, when you start to get introduced to him, it's starting to pick up a little bit. But I guess they try to just, in the first few episodes, they try to just establish Dio and Jonathan and their dynamic together. So I'm not necessarily just going to knock it, but it's been a bit of a slower start. But I have heard that it picks up, so I'm not going to just sit here and bash it. And I have hopes for it to pick up.
Yeah, honestly, I believe the first little half is just to establish the history of everything. I was bored. You know, don't get on me too much, but I was bored. I thought it was a little overhyped, but we giving everything a chance, okay? We giving everything a chance. I do think this newer part that we're on, I forgot what episode we on, but it's a different story. I think it's with a grandkid, his grandson, somebody's grandson. So we getting better, you know, it's picking up a little bit more. But my brother liked it and he said it gets better, just give it a chance. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a chance. Like we do for every anime, you know, we don't just we not the type of people to be like, oh, this anime trash just by looking at it. Oh, look at this, the stupid name, this trash. Oh, look at the way he look, this trash. Not like that. Like, we actually give stuff a chance. And with the art style with JoJo, I actually like the art style. And I said that like a long time ago. I think it's very unique. A lot of anime don't look like that. So it sticks out. But story-wise, I don't know. I'm still, you know, a little on it. But I'm going to be open-minded about it.
Yeah. I feel like I've gone through like anime like that before, and I feel like Demon Slayer is like one of those anime for me, at least.
Really?
Like, at least as far as the story goes. Like, sure, the Demon Slayer story is you know, you could understand it, but I'm waiting for like some complexity to it. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad show. I like Demon Slayer. The animation's good. The characters are likable. Tanjiro is a dope character and all that.
He's adorable.
But and I'm probably sure that they'll probably pick it up as time goes on, but I feel like it's very bare bones right now, at least to me. Maybe I'm missing out on something, and again, maybe the manga, it picks up crazy, but at least to me, it feels like it's something like more bare bones.
I really understand what you're saying right now, because although Demon Slayer has amazing fights and like action, like if you take away that and just have the story, it's very simple. It's very like, I don't know, it doesn't move me. Like, it's not nothing new, I'll say. Like, and I'm not saying every anime is going to be something new. A lot of them are like the same, you know, same concepts, same things. But Demon Slayer, it's like, I don't know, it's very, because I feel that way a little bit about My Hero. Like, it's nice action when action does happen and things like that, and you have your lovable characters and stuff, and that's cool and all, but the story itself, it's not necessarily the strongest. So it's not that we hate it or anything. It's just like, there's other anime that's more interesting, or like that we would rather watch over it, you know?
Yeah.
And with this new season of Demon Slayer, we started it, but I really don't even know what's going on. So we might have to restart it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what. I've seen the new characters, but like,
it's not catching our interest as much as the other. Like the last season, season 2, I actually really enjoyed season 2. Season 2 with Tingen.
Yeah, I enjoyed him.
See, now you understand what I mean with the Jujutsu Kaisen stuff now, right?
No, I'm saying like I enjoyed him as a character in the story. What was I supposed to say? We was literally talking about him.
Right.
Like, what was I supposed to say? I enjoyed him.
Terrible. But kind of into as a segue, I kind of wanted to like, you know, change things up as far as the conversation point.
Okay.
Recently we went to a convention, YomaCon here in Detroit, Michigan. We're not in Detroit, but it's in Detroit. And you know, we've talked about it, and we kind of want to do more conventions. Conventions, anime conventions. We've seen a lot. I think Anime NYC just passed. Looked actually really fun.
It did. I've never been to New York. I gotta go to New York.
And I've actually gone to Anime NYC. I think it was back in like 2018. I've only ever been to like 2 conventions, that and DreamCon. Both cool experiences. Definitely would go to DreamCon again. Anime NYC definitely would go again. I actually moved it from November to summer, which is going to be crazy because now you got the people who are, you know, not spring break. Wow. Fall, summer break. Oh my God. I'm saying all the seasons. But now everybody that, you know, is off for summer break, they have a chance to actually go. And we could be looking at like, you know, Anime Expo is probably one of the biggest conventions.
Too big. It was actually overcrowded. I ain't gonna say too much just in case they ever want to invite us, but y'all had a lot of people this year. I don't know. But
with Anime NYC moving to the summer, you know, people are out of work, out of school. Summertime, the weather is nice and all that stuff. It's gonna be
looking for stuff to do.
A lot of people at Anime NYC, and it looked like there was already a lot of people this year. But definitely want to go to more conventions. There's this convention in January that we want to hit up. It's not too far from here, but we kind of had this goal of wanting to go to more conventions to interact and actually get our name out there a bit more. It's just a fun atmosphere to be around.
Yes, cons are really cool. Youmacon was actually my first con, the one that just passed. And I never knew that it was so many people that cosplayed. Like, I knew people will, but, like, everybody was in cosplay. Like, our driver literally asked us, like, is this the costume party for Halloween? Even though Halloween had passed, but we was like, no, it's just, you know, a little convention. Yeah. So I definitely do like the environment of cons. I think it's really fun. Everybody just looking around, being all nerdy, just being in their own, you know, little bubble. So I like it a lot. I definitely want to take more pictures and things like that and just do more things to interact and have fun at the cons that we go to. So, you know, stay tuned for that in the future.
Yeah, and if, you know, we're planning on being consistent with this. So every time we plan on going to a con, you know, as the channels grow and everything, we'll probably announce that we're going to these conventions. And if, you know, we could meet some of y'all, that would be pretty amazing. That would be pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. And definitely the vlog and things like that.
Definitely. But, yeah, just really excited. You know, we're not going to get to Attack on Titan just yet. I want to talk about a few more things. I know you actually had some things that you wanted to bring up too.
Yeah, I did. So I saw this picture on the internet. You know, I always be scrolling through Twitter, anime Twitter, and it was Toji. You know, spoiler alert, that is Megumi's dad. And it had Naruto, Shikamaru, Neji, Kaiba, I believe, and Choji as kids, though. And the debate was, would the kids be able to beat Toji?
Now that's one of the goofiest. That might be one of the most clickbait interaction videos or posts I've ever heard of. You're telling me Toji, the man that, spoiler alert, the man that killed Gojo, the one that's impossible to kill.
You know.
All right, let's stop playing, y'all. Let's stop playing around. Come on.
I seen somebody say Toji wouldn't win because somebody said, oh yeah, he did kill Gojo. You know, spoiler alert, he killed Gojo. But they was like, nah, he snuck up on Gojo. If they know he coming towards them, they can prepare themselves. Shikamaru can make a plan, and Naruto can carry it out, and they can all kill him.
Okay, that's so goofy. Okay, if that's the case,
yeah.
Okay, if you have Naruto using, you know, his nine
beast.
Tails,
yeah.
But I guess if Shikamaru's smart, I'll give him that. He's smart. He does come up with some good plans. The only way I can see that is maybe if he catches him in the shadow, and then you let Naruto and everybody jump him, I guess. But I can't take the person, and I get it, he snuck him. It was whatever. But yeah. Gojo still fought back and still died.
He was literally fighting for his life and died. And then Toji is very fast.
Yeah.
So, like, Shikamaru's shadow, not that. He would literally have to outsmart him. And let's not act like Toji dumb either.
Yeah.
Like, he a grown man. Like, he know what he doing. Like, yes, he getting grouped up on, but they kids, though. I don't think the only person that would stand a chance is Naruto because it's Beast, but back then he couldn't even control it. So, like, I don't know. I don't think they will win that one personally.
Toji, and like, even then with Toji, Toji was crazy. That whole like little arc or whatever.
Yeah.
And Toji,
I enjoyed that.
Of course you did.
No, I enjoyed it because I got to see Megumi's backstory.
Megumi wasn't even really shown though.
It was his backstory though. That was his.
No, only thing that we really understood from that was that was his dad.
Right.
And then how he told Gojo about, you know, the Zenin clan and how he sold his son.
And that's
Other
his
than
backstory.
that, see, we barely got backstory of Megumi.
How? That's his whole father. His
father didn't even know who he was.
How? I mean, yeah, but like you heading too far into the future.
What?
Like, what are you talking about?
No, because then you remember when he was in that he was watching. I forgot what he was watching. It was like boat races or whatever. Was it a boat race?
He was watching something like that.
It was like boat races or whatever.
Wasn't he like gambling?
Yeah, it was like that. And then that one dude brought up Megumi, and he said, "Who was that?" He didn't know who his son was.
Okay, he don't have to know who he is for that to be Megumi's
what do you
backstory.
mean? He doesn't have to know who his son is.
What that got to do with Megumi and his backstory?
We barely got anything.
How? We got to know that was his dad.
I guess.
That's the backstory. That's his father.
Okay.
Like, come on now.
I don't think they're winning.
They're not
to
winning.
sum it all up, there's just no way.
He too fast and skilled. The only person I think could do something to him is Naruto. But people were saying it'd be a close fight or Naruto would wash him. I don't think baby Naruto would wash, but power scaling in anime in general is so interesting. Like, I can be saying that somebody could lose against somebody and then they'd be like, well, according to this power scaling it is, and it'd be something different. I'd be like, sometimes I can see the point, and sometimes I just feel like y'all be biased. Not all y'all, but some of y'all be biased with y'all opinions on certain shows. Mm-hmm. Dragon Ball fans and Naruto fans, but I ain't gonna say too much.
Hey, first podcast and we're already canceled. Hey, it was a fun run. We appreciate everybody for listening, but we just got cooked.
No,
I went for like the biggest fan bases.
I love Dragon Ball fans, and I'm a Naruto fan myself. But like, some of y'all be not. I ain't gonna get into it. I don't want to get.
Let's move on.
I love y'all. I promise.
Let's just move on to the next
I'm
thing.
cooked in the comments.
You cooked.
Oh my god. Nah, I got Chunks back there somewhere. Can y'all see him? Y'all can't see him for real.
Yeah, you can't see nothing.
He back there though. That's my favorite.
But moving on, so we don't get canceled anymore. We want to do this thing for every podcast where we shout out one anime for the week. We're recording this on Wednesday. We're planning on getting these podcasts out every Friday. So you can look forward to those. If you don't want to watch the full podcast, though, we're also going to take the little sections from the episode and post them as their own individual videos.
Make it real cute for y'all, whatever.
But so we're going to post these every Friday. So we're going to do an anime of the week. I don't know if you want to just do both of us do anime of the week or just... I
think we should get like our own, like I say mine, you say yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ladies first, I'll let you go first.
Okay. My anime of the week. I would still have to say Jujutsu. Jujutsu has been up there for me recently because of all the action and stuff. I don't mean to be generic or whatever because everybody's talking about it, but Jujutsu is definitely up there for me. And I actually like the anime that we talked about. I know we only supposed to say one, but the Zomland.
Zom 100?
Yeah, Zom. Yeah. Oh, that's hard, though, because I said Land and I thought about Villain Saga. I just finished season 2. That's up there for me, too. I'd say Villain Saga, Jujutsu, and Zom 100.
Okay. If I had to shout out to anime this week, I'm going to shout out Code Geass. I know we're about to talk about Attack on Titan pretty soon.
Yeah.
But we've just again rewatched Code Geass. I know I see Leilu show over my head. Excellent character, top tier protagonist. You're watching this anime tier list, and people were saying Lelouch is a trash character. What are we talking about?
They go get me turned up because Lelouch is one of my favorite antagonists. Pro
and I don't even know, what do we call those? What do we call those?
They call it something.
Tweener, like in between.
No, it's like a word for him, like people like him, Light. And like Aaron, it's a word, but I don't even remember.
Hey, if y'all know the word, let us know down in the comments.
Yeah, because Detroit education for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I love Light. Oh, excuse me.
Light. Wow. Whoa. Hey, how you messing up my anime of the week?
I'm sorry.
You talking about Light?
I love Lelouch. I just can't believe they turned on him like that. They was putting him in F and D and stuff for no reason. Like, I'm sorry to cut you off and everything, but I just feel like people hate on Code Geass because they don't like mech. But that's a story for, a different day. I'll let you.
But I think that's part of the reason why people don't talk about it as much, the mech part of it. I personally don't really necessarily care for the mech part. I do like the actual story within itself, but shout out to the Code Geass, how everything, if y'all haven't watched Code Geass, make sure y'all watch that for yourselves. Just how they tie everything together, Lelouch, and how he executes everything. I just think it's a really solid story all around. Lelouch is a top tier protagonist, antagonist, whatever we're calling him. He's top tier. I don't know what people are talking about him being trash or bad, but shout out to Code Geass. And if you haven't checked it out, make sure y'all watch it.
I was about to say, them be the same fans that like One Punch Man, but I'm not going to.
I'm not getting into
it. I'm not getting into it.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
One last thing before we talk about Attack on Titan, unless you had anything else, I wanted to get your thoughts on the Hunter x Hunter stuff.
Oh, know, the Hunter x Hunter stuff is so interesting. You know how tempted it is to want to see how one of your favorites end, but you can't because I don't read the manga. Wherever the anime ended, that's where I ended. So I don't know. Like, I know that there's so much other stuff going on within the manga. Like, it's characters and arcs we don't even know about, fights we don't even know about, but just really good. Like, I kind of spoiled myself a little bit on one. But it's so much going on in the manga, and I want to know what happens at the end because he said it's like 3 possible.
Yeah, it's like multiple endings.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because, like, and he was talking about, you know, if something happened to him, he wanted us to know that there are 3 potential, or was it 3 or 4? I think it was 4 because it was A, B, C, D. He actually gave, like, you know, the description or the ending for D.
And that's so interesting. I never seen like a writer do that before. So I'm really concerned about him because if you want to do something like that, like I understand that he's sick and stuff, but like I'm a little worried about him. But I also wonder like why share it and not just like have somebody write it for you? Like I know some people are very particular about their work and they want to complete whatever they started themselves, but I feel like at that point, you might as well just give it to somebody, figure out what you want to do with it, and just have it executed that way. But I don't know his reasoning, you know.
Do you think we'll ever get Hunter x Hunter in the end? Because kind of like what Bleach did with, you know, the thing that I forgot what it was called, 1,000 Years or whatever. Yes. We didn't watch that. We don't watch. We have not watched Bleach yet.
I know. Don't get on this.
We are gonna watch Bleach.
We
do
know
not worry,
Bleach a classic. We know.
Bleach. They did the thing that they did last year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was like a manga or a panel from the manga that was a bit. Was it? If I'm wrong, correct me.
Yes, correct us. Don't be afraid to.
Do you think Hunter x Hunter could do something where, you know, if the manga does get finished, they'll adapt that into the anime or adapt that into an anime?
Unfortunately, I feel like if that were to happen, the way things are going, I don't think we'll get that for a long time because even though it'll be finished, I feel like they still have like take their time to actually make it. I don't think it'd just be a quick. Because if that's the case, I feel like they would have already started. Because you know how long the manga been going on for? They could have been started at least another season or arc. I don't know, man. And I kind of, this is so off topic, but that reminded me of Yu Yu Hakusho. The little, is it a movie? Or?
No, it's like a series, like the live action.
Yeah.
I think it's a series.
I'm excited for that. It actually looks good.
There are some bad live action anime things. That didn't look that bad.
Yes, and that's another anime that be like it'll take a big like years of a hiatus or whatever, and then they come out with something, you know. Unfortunately, I hate that it probably be like that for Hunter x Hunter. Like they probably will do something, but like I can't see it in the near future. I would love to because I want to see the story be like fleshed out. Because I'm more of an anime person than a manga person, so yeah, I could read it if I really want to know what happened, but I like to see the action. I like to see what's going on. Like, manga is cool to look at and stuff, but I like to see it in the flesh. It's unfortunate. We probably won't get that for a long time if we get it. So, I'm sad. I need to see Kurapika knock some more people off and bring his shovel with him. I'm trying to see that.
Kurapika and that shovel is a crazy combination.
That's my next cosplay. I'm gonna bring a shovel with me.
That's disrespectful.
That'd be clean though.
That would be clean.
I'm gonna do that. That's clean.
The moment the reason that some of y'all might be here, we're finally gonna get into it. We know we're late to the party. Attack on Titan was like 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah, we're late.
We're not late because we watched it on time. We're just late in terms of recording it.
And getting it out.
But Attack on Titan. Now, there's 2 questions I want to present as far as Attack on Titan goes.
Okay.
Do you think Attack on Titan will go down as the top 5 anime of all time? And do you think that the ending was as bad as people talked about?
Okay. I can talk about Attack on Titan forever because that's personally one of my favorites. Even if it didn't go down as top 5 in history, it go down in my book. But I think it do. Like, honestly, Attack on Titan it has been around for a longer than I thought, like 10 years or whatever. When it comes to the manga, I'm not technical with numbers. I am sorry, but I know like it started like in 2010 with the manga or the anime. I forgot. Probably not the anime. I'm sorry, but whatever it started off with, it's been a while, and to see the different stories and things be unfolded within Attack on Titan, like I love Attack on Titan story, and I feel like a lot of people do. It's very unique. Sure, it may have similar concepts because people was comparing it to Code Geass, actually, when it came to war and stuff. And many animes have a war concept, but the way that was fleshed out with Attack on Titan, I feel like it was a breath of fresh air for a lot of people. So I definitely think, bringing something new to the table with the Titan concept and like the plot twist in the show, the characters and the character development, I really feel like people resonated with that a lot. So I definitely feel like it will go down in history for a lot of people because it's just iconic. The intros, the music, the scenes, Levi, and a few other people like Reiner. But like that's one of the other people.
You just made that awkward. That was crazy. You made that awkward. We know.
But no.
Nah. Finish your thought. Let me see what else you cooking up.
I didn't make anything awkward. But yes, I do agree that, or I do think that Attack on Titan would definitely go down. At least if it's not even in your top 10, you don't watch real anime. If it's not in your top,
we respect people's opinions here. Hey man,
you
already got us canceled with the Dragon Ball fans.
I'm sorry, One Punch Man. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I'm gonna say like, if you don't feel like it's the top 10 anime, you kind of don't watch anime for real.
Okay, you just said the same thing. You just said the same thing, but in a different way.
Kinda. It's a little softer.
We cooked.
It's like it's up there. Now to answer your second question, do I think the ending was that bad? No, I feel like people are over exaggerating. Like, okay, yes, Eren was crying, and Eren wiped out 80% of the population, which I do not agree with. Okay, he could have did it differently, but he did it the way he saw fit, and I thought it was very cool. He looked cool doing it. No, well,
what? What? It was cool how he killed 80% of the population. What are you saying right now?
He killed families. That's not what I was saying.
That sounds crazy. That's a TikTok. You going on TikTok with that one?
No, I'm gonna get canceled. Nah. That was not cool how he did that. I don't agree with all the people that he killed, but I love a good villain. So that's crazy how he.
You just doubled down. You still on business.
No, he shook the anime up. But I don't agree with how, because he did kill a lot of people.
He shook the anime up when he was over in Marley. When the whole War Titan incident happened, that was the shakeup. That was a crazy shakeup.
He still ended up killing people.
That was a cultural reset within anime.
That was a cultural reset. him exposing who he was, because when we saw him, I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So I was like, just Eren turning up like that. I could talk about Attack on Titan forever. Like, it's so many scenes that you can just go back on, and it's just like new. Like, it never gets old.
And the thing is, like, with those scenes, everything ties into the entirety of it. And I think that's why I like Attack on Titan so much. Mm-hmm. Like, there's anime that have like those plot holes and those different patches that they need to do within the story,
or things they don't go back on.
Everything like that you could recall in Attack on Titan has a bigger, like, it has a reason, and there's a reason for it, and it plays into the bigger picture, which is actually really dope.
Like, reasonings for why people or why characters did certain things, you might have thought it was bad when it first happened, but for example, Reiner, when it was the little plot twist that he was the Titan, it was like, oh damn, we hate Reiner now. Now it's like seeing that. And I feel like, I think it was season 3 that did that, or season 4. It was season 4. Season 4, where you saw the other side in him when Eren went over to his side of the,
Marley.
Yes, when he went to Marley, it's just crazy how like they're not. It's like nobody is the enemy because they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of like the result of war though. Like everybody has it, and I'm not saying every and within. I'm just talking within Attack on Titan now.
Yeah.
Everybody did or Reiner and what he did was. Particular to Marley and them being in war with Paradis,
right?
Or I always
or
wonder
is
if
it
I'm saying, no, it's Paradis, but I don't. It's like Paradise without the E. I'm always like, is it Paradise or Paradis?
I don't know. I don't even remember the names.
Cook me in the comments if I got it wrong.
You're good. I think that's called.
But what's it called? You see why Reiner when they went into Reiner's backstory and they showed Reiner, Annie, Barthold, why they did what they did. It kind of makes sense, and you see that side of because when they did the whole twist of showing that it was actually Reiner that did it, we hate Reiner. Why'd you do this? But then they kind of explain more into why he did what he did, and it makes sense to Reiner and Annie and Berthold.
And you got to see their friends dying, all that stuff.
And I think that's what is like part of what makes Attack on Titan as good as it is. You aren't necessarily just building on Eren and his central focuses, Armin and Mikasa. Like every character feels like they have some importance towards the story.
Exactly.
Even like even down to John and Connie, Sasha, Levi, Hanji, Erwin. It's just so dope to see, and then even like the smaller scouts that we don't necessarily I don't know their names, but when Erwin and everybody charged those small they all play a pivotal part into that because you see the drastic the
sacrifice that they had to make
and how drastic going against the Beast Titan was and Reiner and everybody. It's so clean how everything paired together. So like I can't tell people that you have to have Attack on Titan and everything is if you like Attack on Titan. I know there's some people that don't like it, and that's okay. I don't agree.
I don't know how. I know some people said it was boring. I was like, are we watching the same show? Like I feel like it would be a few slow parts if that, but it all correlates to the story and it's very important. Like I feel like if you're not paying attention to Attack on Titan episode, you could be potentially missing out on a big portion of the plot. And I definitely think, going back to how you were talking about the side characters and the smaller scouts, even though they were smaller scouts and you didn't really care about or know about them, it's cool how they play such an important role. And I feel like a lot of animes can have side characters and kind of forget about them or not do nothing with them. And if they do die or anything happen, you don't care.
You don't feel an attachment,
Yeah. So Attack on Titan did that very well. Like when that whole Erwin scene happened, I felt bad for everybody, not just Erwin and Levi, because he had to see his partners die. But
and then you kind of saw that pay off, like in the actual ending of the episode. When Levi, spoilers if anybody hasn't seen it.
Spoilers.
Levi, when he, at the end when Hanji and everybody was around, it kind of paid off because you saw the sacrifice they made to actually get to that point, and Levi having that closure with the people that his comrades and everybody he fought alongside with. So you just seen that pay off, and I don't know. It just feels
it's satisfying. It's so nice to see like everything wasn't for nothing. Like their deaths wasn't just because they wanted to kill some people off to make things sad. Like it was actually because they fought the war. They knew what they were getting themselves into, and it. He was there. Levi was there, and everybody else. I'm not just saying Levi was there to carry that out. So I think it was very solid. The ending was very
and then
solid.
like with the ending, I understand the whole crying over Mikasa thing. That was a bit interesting as far as because we're building like to go from Eren first season to where he was at the end. That's a crazy character change. Like that's one of the most drastic character changes I might have seen in the anime ever.
Definitely.
In terms of him being how he was and just wanting to avenge his mother, and to him being the murderer, mass murderer that he is, killing 80% of the population. Like, that's crazy. I think that's like what it makes me appreciate Eren a lot more, because he had that good character development, and seeing the everything that transpired, it was satisfying.
Yeah, definitely.
But it was a bit odd seeing him cry over Mikasa, saying that he's the only one from Mikasa, especially after the whole thing when the scene where he called Mikasa a slave and all that stuff, and he whooped Armin.
I hate that for Armin, because I love Armin. He washed him. Yeah. Oh my God. I was just like, Armin, fight back. Like,
Armin got cooked. I can't even lie.
But the whole scene, because that's where all the controversy was mainly around. Him crying over Mikasa. Y'all have to remember, yes, Eren did all that stuff, but he's still young. Like, I think he was 19 or whatever. I don't even know if he was 21. Like, people... Like, I don't know what they were expecting. They think that he's not supposed to have any emotion. Like, yes, he was acting like he was kind of, nuts off the deep end. But it's nice. For me, it was refreshing to see that he still had some sort of emotion towards anybody, especially somebody like Mikasa. I ain't have a problem with it. Like, it was cringe. Because I don't like romantic stuff. Like, especially if I feel like it's forced. I didn't like it that much, but I didn't feel like I had to be up in arms and say, oh, the anime ending is trash now because Eren was crying. Like, It's not that deep. And people were also saying that about Armin. It was like, because Armin was sad about Eren dying, he was a bad character. Like, that wasn't his friend for years.
That was his best friend.
I got the Itachi cough. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's literally his best friend. Like, I don't understand why people were saying he was condoning everything that he did. Like, obviously Armin wasn't happy. Like, especially in the last season, you could see how drastic his character has been from being, even though he wasn't the happiest, but he was happier than he used to be when it first started. And now, the last season, he's been miserable. So I don't think Armin was happy about what Eren did. I don't know why people were slandering him so much.
And and then I could say maybe like I'm thinking about like what could have actually made the ending bad. Yeah. Maybe the whole Ymir thing, and her in love and all that stuff. That's kind of interesting. That dynamic. And maybe getting more of a sense of, because when we heard from Historia, we only heard from her after when she sent the letter and stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe getting more of an understanding of Historia, who got her pregnant and stuff like that. Maybe just tying that little storyline up. Maybe they do that in like a future manga or whatever. But maybe just getting a little bit more of that and an explanation of that, and the whole Ymir thing. And the Eren cringy moment. I could see how those could throw some people off, especially with the serious tone of Attack on Titan. But I don't think it was to the point where I feel like the ending did a good job of summing everything up. And some people were saying, the anime and the manga were different in the way that it was paced and everything, and how everything went. But even then, if the manga is still similar to I don't think that's a bad ending.
Yeah, I honestly don't feel like, other than, because I did also see people say like, they kind of forgot about Historia, and I can see that, people being upset, like, about details. But even in the ending, they showed Historia. They showed her, with her baby and, taking control of something. She was doing something, and, because she like some type of leader. I forgot. Please don't crucify me in the comments. I forgot what she is. But she's very important, and she runs stuff. So they showed her. They just did leave out a little part about how things happened with her pregnancy. But other than that, I feel like they wrapped the anime up very well. Like, it was a lot of, I feel like, just closure for a lot of people. I know some people was mad. They was like, well, John and Connie got turned into Titans. They just actually turned back into normal people. Like, yeah, just let them be alive. Like, y'all want everybody to die. Just let them live. I'm glad they turned back to people, because when I saw them turn into Titans, I was sad.
Yeah, I was like, dang, that's like, it. No. And then he had his hand, they had their hands over the shoulders and everything.
Yeah, that made me sad. And You know, people hate this ending, but we thought it was gonna turn out a lot worse. I thought everybody was gonna die except for like Armin or Mikasa. I for sure thought Levi was dead.
Oh, yeah, I thought Levi was cooked.
I did not see Levi living at all, but I'm glad he alive though. I'm not mad at it. You know, I love a good death in anime, but I'm glad they're not dead. Like, enough people died.
Yeah.
Like, let's be happy that they lived, you know?
But, yeah, as far as Attack on Titan and the ending, I don't think it was that bad. It being top 5, I have it in my top 5, and it's not 5 through 2, okay? That was kind of cringy.
That was cringy. But it's okay.
But
that was clean though.
It was clean. It was clean. The execution could have been better though.
It could have been better, but I like how you did that. I might steal it. That's gonna be an Easter egg in the future.
You gonna steal my sauce like that? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Maybe I shouldn't have said. I should keep it in my head. Now everybody know I stole it. Dang.
But yeah, let us know what you guys think about Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
If you've watched the ending, let us know what you think about the ending. If you thought it was bad, let us know why you thought it was bad. We love a discussion. We love a conversation.
Yes, we're open-minded. I definitely want to see, especially for you manga readers, I want to know why y'all was so mad about the difference between the anime and the manga. Like, what happened that we missed, or how did they do it differently? You know, I'm curious to know. Mm-hmm. And I'm very open-minded with people's opinions. I like to see, you know, we like to see people's opinions. So
yeah, definitely.
Leave some feedback.
But yeah, Attack on Titan, definitely going to be rewatching that. I don't know when, but definitely when we get the time to. Yeah. Definitely going to be a rewatch because that is. I feel like, and then just to go back and like watch the little details and stuff, it's gonna be a clean watch.
It's gonna be so good, especially because some things went over my head when I first watched Attack on Titan. Even though they went back to a lot of things, like, oh, you might have missed this, but that's because this. I actually will be looking for the clues and things like that this time around, so I'm gonna enjoy the second watch for sure, definitely.
But yeah, I think it's time. For your hot take. Like we said, this is going to be an episodic thing. Every podcast that we do, we're going to get Bree's hot take. She wanted to do this. I have nothing to do with this. All the fire, let her hear. Let her hear.
You just gonna let me burn like that and not go help?
We talk about the anime community here.
Okay, I know. Passionate. I know y'all passionate, but why I gotta take all the heat myself?
Because I don't got that many hot takes like that. You got all the hot takes. So what is Rihanna's hot take of the week?
Hot take of the week? Well, I didn't think of one specifically, but I can think of one that always comes to my head. And I hate to do this to y'all. You know, y'all have a big, solid fan base. Y'all ride for this anime a lot, okay? I tried to watch it. I really did. I don't read the manga, so if the manga is better, I wouldn't know. And a new season is coming out pretty soon. We're going to be watching it, but I just have to say, before I get canceled...
Hey, right into the mic. You don't got to talk to me. You talking to them. You talking straight to them. Hey, get your rocks off.
One Punch Man is overrated. I've been feeling this way since I watched it. People were always hyping up One Punch Man before I even watched it. They was like, oh, you gotta watch this. One Punch Man is best new anime, blah, 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 blah. It's funny. Oh, my God. So I was like, okay, let me watch this. Like, it's obviously a good anime. Everybody talking about they watched it. They like it. Only person I like out of there is Genos, and y'all know why. So I really don't understand what the hype was about. Now, I didn't read the manga. So, you know, manga readers don't get on me. You know, season 3 will be coming out. We will be watching. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm not saying it's trash, but I'm just saying that it's a little overrated. I find it not as good as people were saying. That's all I have to say. I just don't think it's all that. It's not all that. You know, maybe season 3, maybe. But I just be feeling like Patrick meme every time I watch it.
Hey, y'all let us know if that's a hot take. I wonder how many people actually, you know, agree with you on that sentiment, though. It's like, One Punch Man is cool. I'm not going to say it's like one of my favorites, you know, Saitama. I don't think, it's just not a serious anime. It's not meant to be taken serious. It's goofy. It's like a goofy anime.
It's goofy, but like they have. I heard it gets serious. Like it's supposed to be like things really going on. It's not like a. Even though I never watched Psyche K or whatever you pronounce it as, I never watched it, but I feel like it's not something like that. But I guess it was more comedic in season 1. Maybe that's why I ain't resonate with it. And season 2, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't even remember season 2. What happened?
I can't remember either. It's been a while since I watched One Punch Man.
You know what? I'm gonna rewatch it and see if I have the same sentiment, which I probably will. But I'm gonna just try to. I'm gonna try to see if it's better, but it probably won't be.
That's tough. But yeah, that you could expect hot takes like that on a regular basis.
You know, let's keep things clean, y'all. Y'all ain't gotta get on me for the hot takes. It's just my opinion. It don't make it fact. You know, if that's your favorite anime, then that's great. But it's not my favorite anime, and that's okay. That's why we're different people. Let's keep it cute in the comments.
Okay. But I think it's about time we wrap this episode up.
Yes.
You know, we don't even want to call these episodes. We were talking about you know, when we were talking about how we're gonna upload everything and stuff like that. We're not even gonna name them episodes. We're just gonna upload them, you know, based off the thing that we're talking about, like the main event topic of the episode. So that way, you know, if somebody comes in and you're your first time viewing, you know, you don't feel like you're missing out on anything, you know, episodic things. If you are seeing episode 1 and then YouTube recommends you episode 25, then you're like, dang, what happened? We kind of just want to have, you know, everybody feel welcome and feel like, you know, you could watch at any time and, you know, just enjoy the conversations, join the conversations. That's what we really want to just do with this podcast.
Definitely. Just know it'll be weekly. We stand on top of things time around. Again, to all the older people, we sorry if this is like a little switcherberry thing. We just glad to be back, you know. And I kind of realized we never introduced ourselves. So if it's your first time here, my name is Bree. You know, I'm a young anime watcher. I'm a young
anime watcher. What?
She's not mentioned like I'm
just
young.
say you're an anime watcher. I'm a young anime watcher.
What if some people thought I was old?
You don't look old.
I mean, what if some people need to know?
Like what do you think people think you? How old you look?
I don't know. No, see, now you setting me up for failure because now somebody go say 50 in the comments. Watch.
Okay.
What was I about to say?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But yes. See, now you made my. It's awkward now.
No, just introduce yourself.
Hi. Now it's robotic.
What? All right.
My name is Bree. Oh my God! Just go first. Go first. We go cut this out.
If y'all don't know, welcome to whoever's new to the podcast. Yes. We know that introductions are a bit late. My name is Xavier. I also go by Crypto. You know, I'm a young anime watcher. But yeah, we've like I've been. I don't think we have to go that in depth.
We really don't. I'm sorry. I'm making this so much more difficult than it gotta be. But my name, what? My name is Bree. You know, I like anime and gaming. So, yeah,
This sounds like first day of school, popcorn.
I hated everybody. Those. What you used to call them? I don't even know initiations.
Initiations. What are you talking about now?
Yeah, let's end this off before it get crazy.
Sound crazy, but yeah. If again, we mentioned it earlier in the podcast. If you guys have
icebreakers.
If y'all have any anime suggestions, we have a little form in the description that you guys could check out. We should be putting this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts pretty soon. Probably not in the first few podcasts, but it'll be up there soon. So for all the audio listeners, feel free to check us out on YouTube. Anywhere you can find us for video podcasting. The only place I could really think about is YouTube. But make sure you check out all of our socials. That'll be down in the description as well. Like you mentioned, if you're not a fan of the 2-hour-long podcast, you could also check out the little short, little sections that we post on the side as well. If you are, interested in certain topics, make sure you check out the other channel as well. We're not uploading on there just yet, but we're going to be planning on uploading things to that channel soon. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, it's been a very, very, very fun first episode or podcast. So I gotta stop saying episode. It's been a very, very fun first podcast. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. And yeah, from Anything Anime, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.